Hey, so how you guys doing? I'm live. I think it's time for a lesson, music lesson. Check it out if you like. So these are going to be more of my own ideas, rather than the last video where it was a lot of other people's stuff. And this one isn't going to be as wacky as ideas as the other one. The one I just did. It's going to be more down to earth, but still, hopefully, cool stuff. So first, I want to suggest and that the 7-note scale is really mainly 6 entities plus an extra one. It's not really 7 entities in nature. Really, it's 6, but you have an extra one that you don't really use, or just completes a series, or just isn't really available or desirable to use, or really isn't present in the music. And then that's for diatonic scales, 7-note scales. And then for pentatonic or 5-note scales, I'm going to show that those aren't really 5 independent entities, they're really 4. And the 5th one just wraps it up and isn't really used that much. So it's 6 and 1 for 7 in diatonic scales, and it's 4 and 1 for 5 in pentatonic scales. I'm going to show some of that, and I'm going to show them playing in fourths and in fifths, in 2 notes per string, 3 notes per string, and 4 notes per string included. And let's just see what happens. So let's start with, for some reason, let's start with pentatonic scales. Let's start with pentatonic scales. So we all know, or at least a lot of people know, that in pentatonic scales you have, if you want to play them in 2 octaves, and which is essentially playing them in fourths, you play 2 notes per string. So for B pentatonic, you would play this. So then let's dissect that. You really have 2 entities. You really have 4 entities that kind of make the statement, and that is the ones that have a perfect 4th interval involved. So let's show that. You have B, D, and E is minor 3rd whole tone. That's an entity. It divides the perfect 4th into a minor 3rd and a whole step. Then F sharp, A, and B form another entity. It's a 4th interval, but played as a minor 3rd and a major 2nd. Then on the 4th string, you've got this. That's A, B, and D. That's a 4th entity, but played as a whole tone in a minor 3rd. And then you have on the 5th string, E, F sharp, and A. That's an entity. It's like a perfect 4th, but it's divided into a whole step and a minor 3rd. So those are your 4 entities. You have 4 different fourths. 2 of them are divided into a minor 3rd and a whole step, and the other 2 are divided into a whole step and a minor 3rd. The last and 5th one isn't really an entity. It's just 2 whole steps. In this case, it would be D, E, and F sharp. That's not really a harmonic entity in this situation. It just ties things up, or wraps them up, puts them in a bow, whatever, finishes the series. So really, you have the two fourths that are divided into minor 3rd and whole tone, and the other 2 are divided into whole tone and minor 3rd. Now that's meant to be played. But now, since I played it in 3 notes patterns, I'm going to play it in fifths. Let's start with. Let's play it in fifths, starting with this one. B, D, and E. Let's play it like this. So I'm starting it on here, a minor third, and a whole step. And then here I have F sharp, A and B. Let's play that up here. F sharp, A and B. Then I have the non-entity D, E, and F sharp. And that can be played up here. So far I have. And then I have this one. A, B, and D. I'm going to play that up here. And then the E, the E, F sharp, and A play up here. And then this, then the B, D and E can be played way up here. So that's a string over string, 3-octave position, 3-octave stretch pattern for B minor pentatonic, like this. Sorry, pretty good. Of course, do it in all keys or any key. And really, you have the two entities that are perfect fourths. This is a minor third and whole tone. Minor third and whole tone. Non-identity, whole tone, whole tone. Whole tone, minor third. Whole tone, minor third. And then minor third, whole tone, which is three octaves higher than this. So you have so that's how I like to think of pentatonics. So that's that. Now what about diatonics? They're really not 7 individual entities, but in 2 ways I'm going to show they are 6 entities, and the 7th one just wraps the deal up. First, let's do it melodically. I want to pick A Lydian mode. So I'm going to start with A, D, C sharp, and D sharp. A, D, C sharp, and D sharp. That's not really an entity on its own, but it's there. So now I'm going to fourth, tritone, whole step, whole step, whole step. Next is an entity that is a perfect fourth, but it's going to be E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. That's an entity. That's a perfect fourth divided into a whole step, half step. Next, I have another entity that is B, C sharp, D sharp, and E. Third step. That's a perfect fourth divided into whole step, half step. Next entity is a perfect fourth, which is going to be F sharp, G sharp, A, and B. Michael Jackson. That's whole step, half step, whole step. Next one is an entity that's going to be C sharp, D sharp, E, and F sharp. That's the perfect fourth divided into whole step, half step, whole step. Next one is a perfect fourth divided in, which is going to be G sharp, A, D, and C sharp. That divides the perfect fourth into a half step, whole step, whole step. Next entity, I'm going to put this up a ways. Let's put it up to here. Next entity is going to be a perfect fourth. Going to be G sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Divide the perfect fourth into a half step, full step, full step. And then we get the next one is the non-entity. The same as the first one. It would be A, B, C sharp, and D sharp. That's the tritone divided into 3 whole steps. Whole step, whole step, whole step. Isn't really its own entity on its own. It just kind of sits there. It just kind of wraps things up and fits them together. So let's do all that in fifths, which would be 4 notes per string in fifths. All right, I said we were in A, Lydia. Let's start here. So I'm on the 6th string. No, yeah, 6th string, 5th fret. I have A, B, C sharp, and D sharp. Non-entity. Now I'm going to go up a 5th. I'm going to play E, F sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. All right, that's full step, half step. Next, and the next one is C sharp, D sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. That's an entity. Then I'm going to go, and that's full step, half step. Next one is F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and F sharp, G sharp, A, and B. Full step, half step, full step. Next is C sharp, D sharp, E, and F sharp. Full step, half step, half step, full step, half step, full step. Next one is G sharp, A sharp, B, and C sharp. The whole thing. I'm in the key to A here. A. Do it again. So you have the entities that are the 3, that are the 6 minus perfect fourths. 2 of them are divided into whole step, half step. 2 of them are whole step, half step, whole step. 2 of them are half step, whole step, whole step. And the last one is the whole step, whole step, whole step. It doesn't really have its own statement. It just wraps things up, and it's a set apart for its own by itself. That's the first way that 7-note diatonic scales are 6 and it added 7th one. I want to show you the second way. I said there were 2 ways. The other way is the triad. So let's say I'm in G major. All right. What do I have? I have a G major triad. In fact, let's do that. In fact, let's start with, in G major, I actually have an F major triad. That's the 4th chord, and in G, and it's F, A, and C. It's C, E, and G. Oh yeah, because that is a C, that is a C chord. Because I'm in G. So it's C major, C and G. Then I have a G major, which is G, B, and D. Then I have a D major, which is D, F sharp, and A. So far I have 3 major triads that are each major, 3rd, minor, 3rd. C major, major, 3rd, minor, 3rd. G major, major, 3rd, minor, 3rd. D major, major, 3rd, minor, 3rd. Then I have A minor, which is A, C, and E. E minor, which is E, G, and B. B minor, which is B, D, and F sharp. And then I have F sharp diminished. Hear that? That's not really its own entity. That just fits things, that just wraps things up. And then finally, I go back to my C major, which is C, E, and G. And that completes the series. Really, I could go from C major there. I could go back up to G major, because I'm actually in the key of G major. Like I did on C major, because I started on C major. So I have three triads that are major: C major, G major, D major. 3 triads that are minor: A minor, E minor, and B minor. Then I have F sharp diminished, which doesn't really have its own entity. Isn't really its own entity. And then back to C major. And then I can go to G major. And then D major. Then A minor. Then E minor. Then B minor. But then F sharp diminished creeps up again. And then C major. So really, I've shown that in diatonic scales, you really have 3 major triads, 3 minor triads, and a diminished triad. And the diminished triad doesn't really stand on its own. It's not its own thing. It just wraps things up. You're really talking about 6 and 1 in diatonic scales, and 4 and 1 in pentatonic scales. The main numbers are 6 and 4, not 5 and 7. That's people get hung up on that. I have a feeling it's really. You don't have 7 entities in one bag. You have 6, and the 7th one just is in the middle. You don't have 5 entities in one bag. You have 4, and the 5th one's in the middle. You're really looking at the 5th one or the 7th one just wraps things up. I've shown that in pentatonics by playing in perfect fifths, 3 notes per string, and also fourths, 2 notes per string. And I've shown it in major scales or diatonic scales in fourths. With it used to be called tetrachords, 4 notes in a row, 4 scale note tones in a row, and then I did tetrachords in fifths, and then I did triads, and I didn't do those in fourths, but I did them on the guitar, and showed that they're also it's 6 and 1, not 7 individual things, or that diminished wouldn't be there, or that tritone whole step wouldn't be there, and in pentatonics the whole step wouldn't be there if it was actually their own entity. So that's an important thing I just discussed to me. I like all that. And beyond just the theory of it, just learn to play in fifths. Learn to play. That was an E minor pentatonic scale played in fifths. 3 notes per string. playing E major scale. Now let's four notes the string instead. You know, don't just play in one way. Don't just play one way. You know, play all kinds of ways. Play up and down the neck like this. Don't just play across, and don't just play on one string either. Play on all the strings, or whatever. Be available to do other things, to do anything. I'm not sure if that was all I had to say. Let me think about it here. I think I might have another idea. Let me think here. Let me think. I have a little tapping idea I might show you guys. This hasn't been done. It's a combination of Ingrid and Steve. It's like a classical thing, but it's played with tapping. Let's say I have an A minor pentatonic, no, A harmonic minor scale. Watch how I'm going to tap this. I think it's kind of cool. Tapping, the left hand is just playing a harmonic minor scale, 3 notes per string and fourth. The right hand is tapping almost straight across, but you have a major third on the fourth string, not a major seventh on the fourth string, not a minor seventh. So you have to go up a fret on the fourth string and then back down. So the right hand's going. Left hand's going. Here we go. You can also go like this. Like this. Let me do it again. Oh, there we go. That's just cool. Yeah, that's how the left hand was going. Right hand was going. Just up a half step in the fourth string. Anyway, I like that. You can't go straight across because that's just a minor pentatonic. And there's no minor pentatonic scale in a harmonic minor scale. You have an altered note. In this case, the major seventh on the fourth string, you have to go up a half step on your tapping hand to play that, because you got a major seventh in a harmonic minor scale, because the harmonic minor scale is any other note of the major seventh. So the guys keep filling out in there. Or wait, one more thing. That's good. You can also do it with melodic minors. Yeah, you could do that too. Of course you could. That's an A melodic minor, which is a Dorian mode, which was 87. You can tap that the same way. You can change the scales. I don't know why, but that sounds better than the harmonic minor right now. Here's some rock and roll.